This is J.C. Penney. WAQE. Fire up. WAQE, AM and FM, Christ's sake.
Playing yesterday's gold and today's favorites too. We are WAQE.
Thomas with news about a search for the top 5 rock artists and an exclusive interview with Pat Benatar, who talks about being a tomboy, coming up on Star Trek.
It was a close encounter with a little green man, but he smelled your breath, turned red and ran.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
Hey, that brand new car, man, really wowed her, but your breath just made her take a powder.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
While you're chewing Dentine, it freshens your breath as effectively as even mouthwash.
They crowned you queen of the senior prom. Too bad your breath is such a bomb.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
A survey of radio listeners is currently being coordinated by the newly formed International Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to determine which rock artists will become its first inductees. The Hall of Fame, a non-profit organization based in Charlotte, North Carolina, has enlisted the aid of 100 rock radio stations across the country to conduct the survey. DJs are asking listeners to mail in a list of their top 5 favorites. Results will be announced next month. Pat Benatar's stage manner is one of the most aggressive among today's female rock singers. I asked her if the tough girl stage stance is an outgrowth of the feminist movement.
Even when I was a little kid, I mean, I never played with girls and stuff when I was a kid. I was a real tomboy because I hated the feeling of being put down because you were female. That was like a thing that I really hated. So like today, when people say to me, you know, well, do you think that women's lib had anything to do with it? I say no, because I've always been like that. It was always, you know, I hated not being able to play baseball, even though I could play great, because I was a girl, you know. And I used to get in a lot of fights, and it was difficult because I had a lot of, I knew what I wanted in the end. I wanted to do things and, you know, do things that maybe other people didn't do. And there were always people going, no, you can't do this. It's not the thing you're supposed to do, you know.
Pat Benatar. For Star Trek, I'm Lynn Thomas.
Betcha I can put a watermelon in my mouth.
That's impossible.
Delicious has a brand new flavor.
Way out watermelon!
The ultimate bubble has the ultimate flavor.
Hey, watermelon Bubblicious bubblegum. Soft, juicy.
And big bubbles like Bubblicious strawberry, orange, and banana.
Delicious. You really can put a watermelon in your mouth.
Not so impossible.
The ultimate bubble has the ultimate flavors. Bubblicious.
The forecast for northwestern Wisconsin, partly cloudy and cold tonight, with patches of dense fog developing by the morning hours, low of 15, with southeasterly winds at 7 to 14. Fog lifting slowly tomorrow morning with increasing cloudiness on tap for the afternoon hours, a high up to 34. And the outlook for Monday, variably cloudy, breezy, even warmer, and there's a chance for a couple of showers by the afternoon, a high of 38. For WAQE, this is meteorologist Mike July.
10 minutes in front of 10 o'clock. We have 22 degrees under cloudy skies, and Mark Elliott counts down the top 30 hits in the country on the weekly top 30. Sunday afternoons at 1 here on WAQE.
Rack my brain. Rack my brain.
From Ringo Starr, that was Rack My Brain.
We're WAQE, the best for you.
Here's a WAQE helpline number to get a hold of the Action, Peace Corps, and VISTA programs. Call 1-800-424-8580. That's 1-800-424-8580. Get a great deal now at Main Auto and Cycle in Rice Lake. Here's what the limited time offer is. Come down to Main Auto and Cycle, pick out the new 81 Suzuki bike or one of the selected used cars or trucks of your choice, and make a qualified down payment. Then, with approved credit, you make no more payments until April 1st, 1982. Now's the time to choose your new Suzuki motorcycle from Main Auto and Cycle and have a fall full of biking fun with no payments till April 1st. To find out more, see Rich at Main Auto and Cycle in Rice Lake.
The forecast for northwestern Wisconsin: partly cloudy and cold tonight, with patches of dense fog developing by the morning hours, low of 15, with southeasterly winds at 7 to 14. Fog lifting slowly tomorrow morning with increasing cloudiness on tap for the afternoon hours, a high up to 34. And the outlook for Monday: variably cloudy, breezy, even warmer, and there's a chance for a couple of showers by the afternoon, a high of 38. For WAQE, this is meteorologist Mike July.
3 minutes after 10 o'clock, we have 21 degrees under cloudy skies, and you can get up to the minute forecast anytime, day or night. Just call the WAQE weather line at 234-1102. The WAQE weather line, 234-1102. Here's ELO on FM 98, WAQE.
ELO, that was Twilight.
The Wake Up Show, weekday mornings on WAQE. It's the best for you. Northwest Wisconsin, we're the best for you. WAQE. That's Trouble from Lindsey Buckingham. Playing music for Northwestern Wisconsin. This is WAQE.
Time has run out for the main gallery. Hurry, tomorrow is the last day of the going out of business sale. Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, the main gallery will close their doors forever. This is it, though. Everything left must go regardless of the cost, so stop in and make an offer. Hurry, tomorrow is the last day of the going out of business sale. Make an offer on anything left in the store at the main gallery because everything must go. Shop today 9 till 5 and tomorrow noon to 5. Hurry, tomorrow's the last day.
You really know how to pick 'em, and WAQE gives you a chance to prove it. It's our Pick the Pros contest. All you have to do is stop in at any one of our Pick the Pros sponsors and make your selections. Tell us which pro football teams you think are going to be winners each week. If you have the best record of all the contestants, the $25 prize is yours. The Pick the Pros sponsors are Johnson & Gerber Motors, Miller's Cheese House, or Lampert's all in Rice Lake, Soley's Plumbing, Heating, and Appliance in Barron, Donnie's Wine and Cheese House in Chautauqua, Tony's Riverside Pizza in Spooner, or the Country Inn just north of Rice Lake. Pick your favorite pro football winners, and you could be a winner on WAQE.
United Press International, the Tucson Window. There's a report this evening that there is a hit squad in the United States with the aim of killing top U.S. officials, including the president. Joanne Leone reports the story is based upon the testimony of a former terrorist.
A former Lebanese terrorist says he attended a meeting 8 weeks ago during which Muammar Gaddafi ordered the assassination of President Reagan. According to Newsweek magazine, the Lebanese terrorist defected to Western Europe and is now in the United States and in CIA custody. The magazine reports the former terrorist said Gaddafi ordered the assassinations of Secretary of State Alexander Haig and Americans at the United Nations if the attempt on Reagan's life failed. The magazine says the former terrorist also claims he helped train the assassination teams, and his testimony has been substantiated by a lie detector test. The government has stepped up security surrounding the president and other top officials, but says the presence of assassination teams in the U.S. has not been confirmed. Joanne Leone, New York.
The White House Conference on Aging is over, and John Patterson says there will now be the work of producing a final report.
The White House Conference on Aging is urging Congress and the administration to build a financially secure future for the nation's 25 million elderly. Among the resolutions in the conference's final report, a reaffirmation of support for the Social Security system. The final report contains 600 resolutions and recommends something for everybody, including a ban on mandatory retirement at 70, expansion of Medicare coverage, approval of the Equal Rights Amendment, and legal aid with adequate funds. The recommendations of the 14 committees, together with a post-conference ballot of delegates, will be melded into a report to Congress and the administration. It's intended to guide policy on the aging for the next decade. John Patterson, Washington.
Newsweek magazine quotes a longtime associate of President Reagan as saying Mr. Reagan would now like to get rid of Richard Allen, his national security advisor. You're listening to UPI World News.
The forecast for northwestern Wisconsin, partly cloudy and cold tonight with patches of dense fog developing by the morning hours, low of 15 with southeasterly winds at 7 to 14. Fog lifting slowly tomorrow morning with increasing cloudiness on tap for the afternoon hours, a high up to 34. And the outlook for Monday, variably cloudy, breezy, even warmer, and there's a chance for a couple of showers by the afternoon, a high of 38. For WAQE, this is meteorologist Mike July.
WAQE FM, the best for the Northwest.
Let Me Love You Once. That was Greg Lake. Here's a WAQE helpline number. To reach the Cancer Information Center, call 1-800-638-6694. Once again, that number is 1-800-638-6694.
Join Mark Elliott for the weekly Top 30, Sunday afternoon at 1 on WAQE. Here's Daryl Hall and John Oates. I can't go for that. No can do.